Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Say It All with myself, Emmy, Akura. Like I always say to you, behind every successful episode of Say It All, there is a beautiful and a handsome guest. But today we have a handsome guest in the studio who's going to be talking to us about his journey. And what we do on Say It All is that we bring a lot of people and try to, just showcase what they do, and also give them that opportunity that the mainstream media is not giving them. Come on, give us some credit there, man. That is what we do. And today with me, I have my brother Elton, who's going to be talking to us about his journey and what he is doing in the media world. How are you doing, sir?
Good, thank you.
Can you please introduce yourself to the media out there, to the viewers, out there?
My name is Elton Hole, aka LK. Thank you for having me, by the way.
Welcome, brother.
It's a
Welcome.
pleasure. It's a
All
pleasure.
right. So I understand you are you're a writer, you're a rapper, you are a YouTuber. Yeah, you do a lot of things, man. That is what I want to hear. When I see people like this, I get so excited. I get excited with the fact that people are doing mighty things out there, right? And then for you, I wanted to talk to our viewers about you being a YouTuber. What is that journey like for you? What is that life like for you?
You know, I started with I just wanted to tackle basic certain topics that happens in our community.
Yeah.
So as you know, we young people, we love this love thing. That's why we came up with the name Love Cloud.
Love Cloud.
So
Okay.
yeah, we wanted to talk about or dissect certain issues that come with 21st century relationships. Yeah.
Relationships. That is the most important. So tell us, what are some of the things that you've been saying on your show? I want to get into that. A relationship. What are the kind of relationship that you're addressing on your YouTube?
The most topic that is out there is this topic about male besties and female besties. So that's we always trying to ask our people about that.
So what has the response been so far? I mean,
It's been amazing. It's been good. I just now we facing technical issues, but then we will continue posting new episode. I think as soon as next week.
that's a good thing because one of the reason also why we started this show is because a lot of things are happening and a lot of things are still emanating from the communities.
Yes.
Which sometimes people don't have the opportunity to express or talk about it. So we feel if we are talking about these things and bringing people together, just share ideas, we'll be able to at least help somebody out there who is watching. We don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So as a YouTuber who is doing that, that is a good thing to do.
Yeah.
So tell me what informed that decision. What made you say, okay guys, I want to start doing YouTube and I want to bring these ideas to the community and help the community?
So at first it was more like I'm in social media person. So yeah, I'm all over the platforms, and I'm like since I've been facing these problems before. Maybe it's time.
So you're
for
bringing
me
your
to-
own personal
Yeah,
life
we must,
into
talk about this stuff because most people are actually afraid to talk about this stuff. They are not comfortable enough to talk about them. So we want them to be comfortable enough to talk about them, and maybe we can help some people. Because I also have a WhatsApp group whereby we talk. If maybe you have a problem, and then we try to
try to solve it. What you're saying right now resonates with me because I used to host a show called Old School Music.
Yeah.
And on Old School Music, I used to do Instagram live, just talking about this.
Where is it now?
Yeah, and I stopped at some point because I used to do it, and I used to do it every day, just to talk about how relationships were in those days, the love that we're not experiencing anymore, and the time in which we used to write letters. There was no WhatsApp for you to, there's no Instagram. You have to write a letter, send for somebody to, wait for maybe months for that person to reply, and then you're there waiting and all that. So what you're saying right now make proper sense. So are you able to achieve the goal by reaching out to a lot of people on the YouTube?
Surely, I can say yes. I can say yes because there are a couple of people whereby we really helped. In the community, especially here in Cosmo City, we talked to them. It was a good experience, and then
Okay. All right. That's the most important thing. The most important thing is just to reach out to people. Make sure that you assist one or two. Because
Yeah.
like a lot of people are going through stuff and they don't want to say
They
it.
don't want to
They
talk
are
about it.
hiding. Okay. So now take us through your musical journey. How did that come about?
The music,
Yeah.
it's been like maybe three. I've been interested in music since a young age. So from my father. That's why the name Elton
Oh, it
is
came
actually
from.
from Elton John.
Oh,
He's my father's favorite artist. So yeah.
Elton John.
So
Okay.
so I grew up listening to a lot of music because my father is a music person. But then I was listening to soul, and then as the year passed, I got introduced to house. I got introduced
Her
to different
life and all that. The
genre.
genre of
But
music.
then I liked rap. At the same time, there is certain rap that I don't really like, but I do listen to it because it's just nice.
Just yeah.
But then, rap whereby people are talking about drugs and whatever. That's like So I don't know if what I can say about this, but then how I can put it. But then my life, it's not like revolves around
Started
love
evolving.
thing
Okay,
because
okay.
that's the kind of music I make now, which is love rap.
You know one thing. While I was growing up, there was Tupac,
Oh, yeah,
Big.
yeah,
The Coolio. All that. Those guys were the ones that were reigning then, and that was the only music that I was listening to.
Oh.
So a certain lady that I was interested in introduced me into R&B. Because I used to go to her and she's there with the radio cassette playing the Michael Bolton, the Phil Collins, the Elton John of this world.
Oh.
Playing this kind of soft and cool
And
music.
their voice, I just love their voices,
And she told me, I would say to her, why are you listening to this boring music? And then she would say to me, it's the best thing ever. So I went back and my elder brother would play them and I listened to it and I said, okay, you know what? Let me just try to learn the lyrics of these songs. So I would go buy the musical book then. I would start because there was no internet for you to.
yeah.
So you buy the musical book, you start learning. And that is how I started like learning and then I fell in love with R&B. By the time I started understanding the meaning of the songs,
Exactly.
bruh,
Exactly.
the meanings.
Is deep.
Oh.
So exactly how I make my music now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to achieve that meaning. The song must have that meaning. As my favorite song is For You, which it was for this girl. A special one. So yeah.
Oh wow.
So that's how the song came by. So it's
Every
like-
song must have something that represents in your life. With
Yeah.
me, I've lost a lot of people in my life. Parents, brothers. I've lost friends. So every music that I listen to, every song. It will take me back to
Yeah, it
something,
must take you back to memory.
and then the relationships also that didn't work in the past.
Then-
So sometimes you're listening to it and go like, wow. Sometimes you find yourself crying while listening to somebody's songs alone.
That's a good music because you need that kind of music in this life.
Oh.
We need. If you're making that music, continue.
Oh wow! So now you left the soft music to now rap.
Yeah.
How are you finding that?
Okay. Rap is amazing. I like the funky beats. I like the energy when I perform. So stuff like that, and then and I can also pass on the message which I learned when I listen to the soul music. So it's a balance.
Okay, all right. We'll be going on a short break and we'll come back. I'm enjoying myself with my brother here. We're talking about music. When it comes to music and talking about the old school R&B, to me that is life. The meaning, those deep meaning is what makes me feel happy. And we'll come back after a short break to continue. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. I'm still here with my brother. We're talking about, like I said, when we talk about music, you get me. If you want to get me anytime, bring old school R&B. That is me. You get me anytime. So we sit talking about how the experience. And when you talk about this, somebody will think you're too old.
Oh, yeah.
No, but it's not because you're too old. It's because you grew up with people who love those music and then they're playing it. So you listen to it, and then as a child you start.
And surprisingly, I listen to it almost like every day.
Bruh, it's what I
'Cause
have. I
I'm
have
not
no.
gonna-
I don't know who's trending. I'm telling you the truth. I don't know who's trending, and this is funny because when you say people go like, don't you don't you hear this? I don't know who is singing what now. When I start listening to music, or if I go to YouTube, I want to see music, I go back to Michael Button, Phil
yeah.
Collins, Backstreet
Oh,
Boys,
yeah,
the
yeah,
R. Kelly of those days. Sorry guys, I'm not promoting R. Kelly. That is his own personal life. I'm talking about music
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
I'm going back to those songs and also try to listen to something that will bring meaning to me.
I'm actually up to date, like on a daily basis. I make sure
don't-
I know what's going on.
I don't know, bruh. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
Cause like at some point, some things they just motivate me in a way. Cause
yeah.
I was this past weekend I was watching Rolling Loud. You know Rolling Loud, the biggest hip hop show in America,
Bruh.
Miami. It was amazing.
No, it.
Like I would love to. I think to myself, I'm like I would love to perform like this.
I listen to music. Sometimes people say to you, Barbara, you're too old mentally. You're too old because what you're listening to. You go back and then the Midnight Scream, all this music, and yeah. So you're doing great things in Cosmos City, right? And I appreciate that about you. The fact that you took it upon you to make sure that the community comes first, and you want to reach out to community to give people opportunity. But has there been a time where you experience challenges where you feel like giving up?
I have faced a lot. Actually, I started a baking business last year. That one was a challenging one because after the COVID thing hit, it was really bad for business. But then we tried. I'm like, I should actually wait. I wanted to build, the social exposure first, or so that I can market my things more easier. Then I can continue with that business.
I like you. I'm not gonna lie, I like you. The fact that at a young age you want to do your own thing.
Yeah.
You don't care what people think, or you're not waiting for anybody to give you a job. You want to do your own thing. That is a good thing, and that is what I think a lot of young people should do.
Yeah, the
You know.
powerful thing is to start, guys. Just start. You will see as time goes, and then you'll work on your craft.
Because the reason why we see a lot of crime in the community is also because a lot of people decided to be lazy.
Yeah, and actually the challenging times, this COVID thing is actually, it's really challenging.
Yeah, it
so
is.
you need to have your own thing now.
So, are you where you want to be in terms of what you are doing right now? Your YouTube, your musical journey. Are you where you want to be?
Not yet, but then I'm happy with where I am. I still want to achieve more. I still want to experience more.
You brought this energy in the studio that I'm telling you, and that is very good. Trust me. That's what I say. I like you because your energy, what you are giving me right now, is something that I've not seen in a long time. You have people who are very positive, who believe that at the right time they are going to do this and they are going to achieve this, and I like that so much.
Yes.
So now that you say because of the COVID, what are your next steps?
The step I'm working on right now is the social media platform. That's something you can't break down now because it's going up. It's going up. You need to work on that.
Yeah.
And then so as time goes, I think I'll discover more of, especially on things I do things whereby things I like or things I love, and then I just work around them and help people around me. Yeah. For now, it's all about the social media platform. I'm trying to grow that, and then later on, because I don't really think about this stuff. Like, funny enough, I don't like plan. I don't sit down and be like, I wanna do this, do this. It comes natural. I'm like, okay, now I want to do this, and then I just do it today. And then it's done like that. I'm like, okay.
Wow. But don't you think it's important for you to have a proper plan in place?
And actually, it is important. But then I believe if I start and then I plan nicely when I started, I know, okay, now
you're not gonna give up.
Yeah. It's more like a motivation.
I mean, people have a lot of methods. There are a plethora of methods that people are using, for them to equip themselves and also embark on any journey that they want to embark on.
Yeah, because the problem with me, it's more like if I plan, I will critical think about it and then identify a lot of things and then that energy will turn
But that
to
is
Petsaram.
that is also good because when you have a lot of you have your team. Like now, I have a team that I work with, right?
Yes.
And everything we do, we have to plan it.
Yeah.
And if you're wrong, they will tell you you're wrong. You know, with that help,
That's what we need. Yeah, that's what we need.
we all need that because where you're going astray, somebody should be able to bring you back and then reprimand you in a way, and because then you know that okay, what you did was wrong.
Yeah.
Because I
yeah.
see there are a lot of leaders that don't have that compunction. You know,
Yeah.
they're not remorseful about anything that they do wrong.
Exactly.
They obviously head into
They don't have
the
like room for
distraction.
improvement, and you need to improve.
Thank you very much.
You
I
really
like
need
that.
to improve.
All right, it was a beautiful conversation, man. I enjoy, and I hope you come back.
Yes.
Come
yes,
back and then let's talk about your journey
definitely
and
will
other
come back.
things that
Yeah.
that are going on right now.
And more importantly, I started this digital magazine called Reality.
Okay.
So that's whereby I'm gonna be focusing on people craft whatever you're doing. You can talk to me, and then I'm still trying to grow the page. I think I started it 3 weeks ago, and it's doing good.
Oh, definitely, we're going to be on there. You know, myself and my team, we're going to be on Reality Magazine.
I'll appreciate that. So
All
that
right.
we can, uplift our
Thank you very much. I appreciate you, man.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
so
me.
much. And to the beautiful viewers out there, I want to say a very big thank you for staying with us. Like I always say to you that the reason why myself and the team are here doing what we do is because of you guys who are supporting us. I want to say a very big thank you to you. I want to appreciate each and every one of you. What we do on Say It All is that we bring in the community of Cosmos City to you. A community that a lot of people don't regard. A community that when you call that name, a lot of people think there's nothing good that will come out of here. We want to change that status quo. We're tired of the status quo. We want to change that narrative. We want to make sure that we bring in the community that is full of potential, the community that is full of talent, the community that is full of people with ambitions, a community that is going to, is growing with time. And, that is what we're going to do. And here on Say It All, it's not just about you saying it the way it is. It's also about you coming to promote what you do and what we do, right? That sounds good, right? All right. I want to say thank you on that note. And then I say to you, behind every successful episode, there is a gentleman or a beautiful lady, who are going to, talking to and giving us their own perspective about life and, things that are just happening in the world today. Until we come your way again, it is.